Hey guys, this is your tutorial for Thursday, February 25th. Click this attendance link right here to fill out the form so that we can count you present for today. A couple of reminders. Today in class during the live session, we took our pedigree quiz in SchoolNet, so make sure you check the classwork tab in Google Classroom to find your quiz code. We also turned in our vocabulary that was due today on pedigrees and genetic disorders. So if you haven't done that, make sure you get that turned in as well. Today during class, we played a Kahoot to review before the quiz. So I'm going to do the same thing with you guys as I did with the kids in class so that you can get this review as well. Even though it's not going to be live for you to participate, you can at least see the questions that are going to be on here, and then I'll be able to talk about why it is a specific answer, so it'll hopefully clear things up for you before you have to take your quiz. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll get started. So first question says, a tool to trace traits through generations of a family. That is going to be a pedigree chart. Okay, pedigree charts are used to track a specific trait through generations. Next question, what does a vertical, so an up and down line, mean? A vertical line means that they had children. Okay, so the horizontal line means that they were married, and the vertical up and down line means that they had children. A person who only has one recessive allele for a homozygous recessive disorder. What do you think? What the heck is a disordered subject? That shouldn't even be a choice. So the answer is carrier. They just carry it. Okay? So homozygous recessive disorder, that's a disorder that only shows up if you have two recessive traits. So this is saying the person who only has one recessive allele. That means they're a carrier. They have one dominant and one recessive. Next question, how is a female shown on a pedigree chart? Well, she's going to be a circle. Females are circles. And then next question, how is a carrier of a genetic disease shown? They're going to be half shaded, okay? If they're a carrier, they're half shaded. That means that they carry the trait, but that it doesn't show up. Which individual has to be a carrier? So if these people right here had two recessives, one has to be a carrier. So does 4 and 6. Okay? Because all of them were able to pass down a recessive allele to give to their child. And really quick to show you, this person had the recessive trait, so they only offer one recessive allele, but then they had to get another allele from somewhere, which means dad must be a carrier. So 1 definitely is a carrier. Then the same for these parents right here. Their children have the recessive trait, which means they have 2 little letters, which means mom had to have given a little letter as well. So she had to be half shaded. And then the same for parent number 6 as well. The mom has the recessive trait, and they have a child that has the recessive trait, which means mom gave 1 recessive and dad had to have given a recessive. So 1, 4, and 6 would all be carriers. All right, question 7. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that's going to be the one that causes lots of mucus in your lungs, right? Causes problems in your intestines, your lungs, you cough a lot. Question number 8 says, how is a person with a genetic disorder shown on a pedigree? If they have the genetic disorder, they are going to be completely shaded in, showing that they have the disorder. Question 9, what's true about person 2 and generation 3? Here's generation 3, here's person 2. They're going to be a carrier, so 1 capital letter, 1 lowercase letter. Question number 10, this is a recessive disorder. How many females don't have it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted 4 females that don't have the disorder that were not shaded in. Question 11. This genetic disorder causes red blood cells to have crescent shape and carry less oxygen. That's going to be crescent shaped or sickle shaped. So this is going to be your sickle cell disease. They block the blood flow so less oxygen is able to get to places. This genetic disease occurs when there's an extra copy of chromosome 21. Okay, also known as the word trisomy 21, tri meaning 3, and that's going to be Down syndrome. Down syndrome is whenever the body makes an extra copy of chromosome 21 during meiosis. And the last question, true or false, hemophilia patients must be careful not to play in contact sports. That is true. They have to be careful because high contact sports are going to cause an easy opportunity for internal bleeding. And since their blood doesn't clot quickly, they have a higher chance of getting hurt and bleeding out or causing a lot of internal bleeding. All right, so that was the review that we did with the students in class. All you guys have to do now is go into Google Classroom and look for your quiz code, which should be posted under the classwork tab or maybe in the thread. I don't know what your specific teacher does, but you have to use that code to get into your quiz. All right, so if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us so we can help you. Good luck.